I really can't call it, but it's just, I understand he's a content creator. But sometimes people go above and beyond for views and clicks, you know what I mean? And it's just, he think he know about a situation that he never lived through before.
Which situation is that?
Talking about the ring the bell shit, you know what I mean? Like, when you go to prison, you go to reception. When you ring the bell, you tap out at reception. You know what I mean? A lot of people took the walk of shame while they were on the main line. That's what I mean by ringing the bell and not ringing the bell. He got somebody misled some information to him above and beyond for views. The ring the bell shit, you know what I mean? Like, when you go to prison, you go to reception. When you ring the bell, you tap out at reception. You know what I mean? A lot of people took the walk of shame while they were on the main line. That's what I mean by ringing the bell and not ringing the bell. He got somebody misled some information to him.
Okay. So ringing the bell, does the actual bell get rung when somebody goes to like PC, or is that just a term?
Yeah, it's an actual bell. Like when you come through reception orientation, like you get off the bus, they tell you no talking. They tell you put your feet on the little thing. As you put your feet on the little thing, you walk in the line, and right when you get there, they get your ID. They take your name and all that shit. They run your CDC number. If you were on PC, SNY, EOP, 50 yards, they'll tell you like, do you want to go back that way or which way you want to go and stuff like that. That's what they do. But a lot of people that get off the bus that got foul paperwork that's on fire, that they know they can't walk a line, period. Right when they get off the bus, it's kind of like they get up there and it's like a little circus bell, like the little bells at a hotel, like bing, like you
Yeah.
press it. You know what I mean? They press it.
But what was he saying? Like, what's his problem? Like that basically the okay, so lately I've been interviewing a lot of people on SMYRs, 50/50s, and a lot of people have a problem with that. So what are your thoughts on that, since you have been to both, basically?
Well, it's like this. As a young person in life and society, as a man, I can't speak from a woman's standpoint. As a man, you have to make your own decisions and live with it. If you say something, if you do something, whatever decisions you make and your shortcomings, you got to deal with it. So it's like, as far as the politics with SNY and GP, that's just what it is. It's just gonna be that. It's just gonna be that. These people with their opinion and these people with their opinion. Now, of course, GP is considered the more where the realer niggas are at. You know what I mean? Like, I feel the biggest mistake I ever made was making that decision, going around people that had certain criterias and certain case factors and that were on certain yards that I wasn't supposed to be on or supposed to be around.
Mm. Hey, shout out to R&B. Hey, beautiful. Shout out to ATM Richie in the chat.
Yeah, I seen. But see, what ATM Richie got to understand that, this is real life. This is not a video game. When he making these comments like, ATM Richie, bro, you're not from my community. Keep the east side, keep the bastards out your mouth. You're not from where we from. You don't know nothing about that side of the 110 freeway, bro. Like, it get real political over there. Like, my homies, we don't, like, what I mean, my tribe, the tribe I'm from, they don't accept all the internet shit. They don't accept the back and forth. Like, the way we was raised, like we was raised a different way. And it's just like, I know what I'm up against. You know what I mean? I don't have no issues with none of my homies or none of that stuff. But it's just like, you get these content creators and they play games. I just did 12 years in prison. I stabbed a lot of people in there. Asked about me. I moved from East Coast, Twin, G-Rat, James. All that shit traced back to me. I didn't change my name because I went S&Y. I didn't change my name because I went EOP or was on the 50/50 yard or I signed the same contract everybody else signed. You feel me? My name
Mhm.
got changed because of politics, and that's how the street was. But all my roots trace back to the 8. But it's like, I'm not on that. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem with nobody. But you get these kids, like he's saying, oh, he no good, he no good. Well, if I'm no good, bro, you crooked. So you no good too. And it's like, like when I see you, I'm gonna break your jaw. I don't even want no money. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do it for free. I don't want no money. I'm gonna just show you like you an op anyway. I ain't on no gangbanging shit, but I'm gonna break his jaw. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take my medication. I got mental health problems, damn homie. You feel me?
Yeah, because you were on an EOP yard. You
Yeah.
weren't. Yeah, you weren't
And see
SMY.
this right here? These are my dicker beads. When people fuck with me, I pray, I say my, this is kind of like my Hail Marys, but I say Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Hey, Jen Richie, I'm gonna pray for you, bro. I pray 5 times a day. Every enemy that tried to come in front of me in physical form of a man, I conquered, bro. Ask about me. Ask your homies about me, bro. I conquered. I don't play these games. Yes, I was on the SNY yard. Yes, I was on 50-50. Yes, I was EOP. Yes, I was on mainline. You feel me? Like, I'm the only nigga that the homies called and said, get the fuck off that yard, James. What are you doing? And my dumb ass, having that false male pride, I actually signed up, caught a case on purpose just to go back to the line, and it never worked out. I end up hurting people from my community because I fucked up.
So moving forward, what would be your advice to people in prison? Stay on a level 4 and try to, or just do
No, that
what you
would be
need to
my
do?
advice. No, man, just try to change. Like if you can change, try to change. The homies, the politics should expect a person try to change and respect that a person is trying to change. Because you can't be caught on Plymouth Rock, and in triple darkness, like you go there. They got trades for free. They got free schooling. You can get college education. All this shit, it take times away, right? So if you get these trades and meet these criteria to get in these certain programs, like, and they tell you, okay, look, you have 8 years left. But if you go to this SAP program over here at SADF, it's a drug program, you got to sign this chrono because it's a lot of inmates here that's SNY, PC, non-designated, EO. It's all type of people here that's GP, whatever, right?
Hmm.
In order to go home, a person should do the right thing. But if you have life and you portraying that image to be a gangster, shoot them up, bang, bang, and your services are needed in a particular area. Your services are needed in prison. Don't you on the main line, don't tell a little homie that got 6 months left, oh, we got to take care of some business. And you give him the knife to do it. Don't do that. That's not right. You know what I mean? I'm not telling niggas to go S and Y. I'm not telling niggas to go against their homies. If you a bad person, you bad people. If whatever decisions you make in your life, you make as a man. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be like Ray Loke. I'm not going to get on here and bad mouth my homies because of my decision making in prison. Them is my homies. So ATM Richie talking about, oh, your homies say you bad. ATM Richie, them are my friends. Them are my comrades. Them are my tribal brothers. I'll go against you for them. You are out, bro. Like you're nobody, bro. Like I'm never going to go against the grain of my homies for an outsider, bro. So you saying your cousin name on here, who gives a fuck who your cousin is, bro? If that's your cousin, whoever told you who your people is, he would tell you, like, stop playing with me, bro. Like you feel me? Like it's really mental health. Like I don't play. You know what I mean? But I just want peace, damn homie. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I just want peace.
I mean, is there any way to maybe have a conversation? Because we're all just doing content. Maybe it's not that serious.
And I'm gonna break that nigga jaw, man. He better ask his homies. Ask his homies that's 40 years old that was in YA with me. I'm gonna break that nigga jaw. Then we go do some content while he talking through that motherfucking straw. I'm a Muslim. I come in peace. But if you get to saying stuff you don't have no knowledge about, bro, like nigga, this is not the game. I was really part of an elite group from a tribe like the hood. I came up from East Coast, but I'm not on that no more. But if you steady want to poke the bear, nigga, this is what it's gonna be. I do not know how not to act like a crip when you try to play games with me. You know what I mean? I tried to holler at him about give him some pointers about, the shit with the Rico case and the pimping the minors and all that shit. Everybody talking about he's taking up for this nigga and all that type of shit, right? And this shit on soft underbelly. Or white, whatever it's called. I say, look, bro, a case with a kid is a case with a kid. Like a R is a R. No matter if a nigga was in the car when a nigga raped a bitch, if he got a register, an R is a R. The Mexicans and white boys politic that way. The niggas play with the gray area. Oh, the homie was in the car with him, but he didn't touch her ass. He just opened the door and was watching out. He's a predator. He didn't stop it. You feel me? So I'm trying to get him to understand a case with a kid is a case with a kid, whether it's allegedly a gang shooting. If a nigga think a nigga is a gang member or he might be a gang member, you know what I mean? So, but the way he got at me was like disrespectful. And I noticed he been trying to poke the bear. So just have your 3D glasses on, bro. I don't want to fight in no gloves. I don't want to fight for no money. I'm just gonna beat your ass. It ain't no gun towers, ain't no whistles. Ain't none of that, nigga. I'm just gonna beat your ass, nigga. Like ain't nobody, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And good gentleman fight. We know we can go to the cut.
So Hawk also got on that live. What are your thoughts on him?
Man, Hawk, I want my money, man. I want my 2,500, Hawk. That's my friend. I want my 2,500, Hawk.
What's that for?
I took care of something for him. You know what I mean? I took care of something for him. Somebody was speaking ill will on him, and I heard it. And you know what I mean? Like a lot of people wasn't trying to bust a move, and I was going through a stressful times. You know what I mean? He pulled up on me. He had it cracking. He had the tree. He put up on me, gave me the tree, and it was just like, all right. Not only, oh, this nigga looking out for me, but you know, it was already up in the air, like, you know, Hawk wants something done to this nigga. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, the nigga gave me every reason. Like I tried to politic it with him. He gave me every reason to get up on him. So me going through my stressful times, I feel some people exploited that, but I let them exploit it because of my grief and what I was going through. And I just like, just torpedoed out, just crashed, like, not crashed, but got up on the boy, you know what I mean? It just ended up going on C status and receiving the write-up. And, you know what I mean? Young Hawk, you know what I'm saying? He didn't, we couldn't end up keeping it, he couldn't keep his end of the bargain because we ended up getting separated.
Mm. What happens if he does not pay you back?
And we just gonna pray. I'm asking to go to Juma with me.
What's that?
Juma, and that's my religious service. That's where Muslims go. They go to worship.
Okay.
I'm asking to go to Juma with me and just pray with me, and I'm gonna just tell him I forgive him. Because one thing as a Muslim, you gotta respect the person's blood, and they honor, what I mean, and they property. And I live
Shout
by
out
those
Trigger
rules.
Bird from Hoover in the chat.
Yeah.
I'm
What's
listening.
up, Trig? Yeah, I was EOP with one of the Trigger Birds. I forgot which one. He was a little turned up nigga. He was turned up.
What are your thoughts on people saying that you're not allowed to go to EOP even though a lot of people need the medication? They're saying that you could get that same medication on a regular GP.
Yeah, but at the same time, the medication on the regular GP, niggas is not gonna keep up. They got Hound Dog, Rimron, Relbutrin, Abilify. They got some shit that'll take down a horse, a Spirit Dog, or whatever, or Risperdal, all them names. Like, you feel me? Like, they got shit that'll take down a horse, and you can't keep up with the mainline politics. You know what I mean? Like, that shit get treacherous. Motherfuckers barely can keep up with other people, like, with other shit going on. Like, you have to be real vigilant and pay attention on the level 4, regardless of what side you're on, EOP, SNY, GP. If you can't pay attention and you can't focus and your equilibrium fucked up, because I played the game like, let me take some medication. But you can keep crashing out and stabbing people, then they'll fuck around, give you a court order where they hit you with that juice. And it's a lot of good homies that's GP that done bust motherfuckers down and got cracking, and the court hit him with that juice and they mind is gone, like my nigga Swag from 6-0. He put in work on the line. His mind is gone. He's trapped on EOP.